Howdy, my noble friends. SirKakaBabu is back with World of Tanks, and this time I'm playing in the Tier 6 heavily armored tank destroyer, the 88. We are on the map Malinovka, and we are going to highlight what this tank can do. Well, if played correctly, and if the circumstances are right as well, and if you're top tier, basically if stars align in order for you to perform, then this vehicle can really perform. However, let me highlight that this tank is out of its element in this open map, because it is heavily armored, sure, but it is also a slow vehicle, which is really hard to basically take it into places before the action finishes. So we are now just firing blind rounds into the enemy, hoping to hit something and basically score few lucky hits on the enemy light tanks as well. As you guys can see, it is a slow boring tank, but if the enemies are kind enough to present themselves to us, then it can do the work. Okay, anyways, most of our team is camping at the base and on this 1-2 line, and they have pushed in hard on the most important area, i.e. the hill. Well, we have, our team has forfeited the hill, and everyone is scrambling away from that area, other than OI, which alone, like a lone hero ranger he is moving ahead, trying to take the fight to the enemy team. Witnessing that, I am moving into a position in order to support him as well, so that if the enemy comes over from there, I can perhaps put a few rounds into them before everyone overwhelms us. So I am still moving up. I have sped up the game. We put a round into the T-3485M, and T-3485M goes down. OI is still moving up, but he is no slouch either. He is not like zerging into the enemy ranks so that he moves out of my render range. He is in my range, who I can support. VK3001P appears, and we start to unload on it. As you can see, the rate of fire of this vehicle is voracious, and it can really kill those enemies in short order. 45 TP appears as well. We are trying to sneak a shot into them. Come on, 45 TP, show yourself. Another hopeful shot was fired and hit to the 45 TP. Fantastic. T-3485M appears. He wants to flank the OI, but little did he know that he would be supported by me, the 88 guardian angel of the OI. Now, sensing that it is time to push, I have started to make my slow descent up the hill. Then another VK3001P appeared, and we put one round into it, and oh man, I cannot believe that that round went in actually. Wow, nice. So that VK in question is not so healthy anymore, and I think I have continued again with my ascent onto the hill. I'm going to speed the game up a bit, because it is just atrocious trying to witness an 88 move on to the hill. We are on to 1400 damage at the moment. We are leading by hit points as well, and enemies are hunkered down into that magic forest. Well, magic forest is only one, but these bushes over here are thick, and a lot of enemies and their hormones can hide in there. Anyways, I have decided to move up ahead in order to light them up. Our hero OI goes down, but I and my Basoto friend over there are moving swiftly. Enemies are killing us one by one, and only 2 RTs remain at our base. Everyone has died basically, and only the KV2 remains. Scores are immediately level, and we are behind the hit points as well. So the tables have turned, and the sole remaining KV2 goes down as well. I communicate to my Basoto friend that partner, he should like cover me, and I am going to move forward, onwards and upwards in order to spot the enemies, take the fight to the enemy, and enemy KV1S puts around into me. KV1 tracked me, but we didn't receive any damage. RT was spotted. I killed the RT, but RT managed to track me as well. And now KV1S puts a round into me. That is the first amount of damage we received, but we still soldier on. We march on with vengeance in our heart and menace in our eyes. KV1S and all the others which are in front of us would be spotted. I put around into the KV1S. My goal was to track him, and we did track him, and we also set him on fire. We continue to fire onto the KV1S, and KV1S goes down, my noble friends. He was snuffed out, dug out of that area, and now the enemy T-21 light tank moved on to the Basoto. Basoto killed the T-21, and the scores are level again, my friends. Some small caliber round was being hit to us by the AMD wheeled vehicle, and I was actually worried at this moment that I wouldn't be able to catch the AMD because it is so fast. The T-34 M85M appears. I put a round into the back of the T-34 85M. He is looking at the Basoto. He gets unspotted. I fire and I kill the T-34 85M. Basoto is being attacked by the AMD. I am trying to fire shots. Now the panic is setting in, my friends. The Basoto is being killed by the AMD. He goes down. I put a round into it. Its tire absorbs it, and the wheeled vehicle is trying to run away for his very life. I put a round into the AMD. I'm not sure how it went in. The shooting was poor, and I guess the server reticle must be on his vehicle. I put another round into it, missing it, and his wheel is down. I wait to aim, and I kill the AMD 178B, my noble friends, with 28 damage, 775 blocked, and 335 assistance. Wow, there was a heart-throbbing, gut-wrenching game right at the very end and full of action. And one Skoda T25 on my team contacted me and congratulated me for my good performance as well. Now let's check out the post-game stats and see how we really did. Alrighty then, partners, we've secured first class mastery badge. Sadly, it wasn't a mastery badge, a tanker. 67,000 credits with 21,000 experience. Well, we must have done some mission, and sure enough, Alliance 5 mission was done, primary condition. So there's that. Steel wall for bouncing a lot of shots, and high caliber, of course. We did 3052 damage with 4 kills and 1187 base experience. A fantastic performance by us, but even better performance in my opinion was from the OI, who secured more experience than me because he was up front, spotting those enemies and also doing damage to them. He was alone. He was like a lone ranger against the world, and he won it really, albeit with my help. On the other players on our team, oh, look at all the zero damage and all the pathetic ones. Well, similar is the story on the enemy team. Well, what can you do in these holiday ops and low tiers? Mega performances from all the players cannot be expected. We fired 39 rounds, so that shows the rate of fire of this vehicle, and we kept that gun singing. Fired 39, hit 23 and penetrated 21 with good amount of credits and experience. Where I think it was, all in all, it was a fantastic win for the 88. This tank at in the right matchup with well, not really skilled teammates, if you can stay at mid to long range where the enemies cannot snipe your big weak point on top, then it really can rip enemies apart in short order with its voracious rate of fire. So there you have it, partners. I hope you enjoyed this game as much as I did playing it, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. So goodbye, my noble friends.